So, THFC, the derby has come and gone, and like expected by many, the Tottenham Hotspurs fans are the ones who's disappointed. And for me personally, I've had enough of Thomas Frank, particularly because I didn't really want him as the manager anyway. But I thought, you know what? He had a fairly average track record at Brentford. Do you know what I mean? I think he won 10 games more than he lost. And he probably drew about the same amount of games that he had in between what he had lost and won. So he was a fairly average manager. That's why I didn't really want him. And comparing him to Ange Postecoglou's record, it was quite equal to me. But what Ange had over him is that he had won everywhere he went. And luckily for me, as a Tottenham Hotspurs fans supporter, Ange Postecoglou was the one who delivered the trophy. So no matter what happens this season, it still hurts, but it doesn't feel as bad because we celebrated on the high road. But Thomas Frank, I think he got a lot of work to do over there, mate. Because today, against Arsenal, was disappointing. I mean, you've probably had access to the best group of players or best squad out of the last 2 to 3 managers. I mean, as bad as Ange's games was, he never got beat 4-1, especially in the derbies. I think the only team that beat us by 2 goals in the derby was Chelsea. And we had 10 men, or maybe 9 men. Ange's record against Arsenal, first game was a draw, 2-2. Second game he lost 1-0. Third game he lost 2-1. And then the fourth game he lost 3-2. Yeah, so it was 1 goal in each of those games. Conte, I think, was similar. He might have won more games, but he didn't lose more than 1 goal. Thomas Frank, you have broken the record in the derbies so far. You've lost 1-0 to Chelsea. Tottenham team didn't turn up. You've lost 4-1 to Arsenal. The Tottenham team didn't turn up. We haven't had a London derby where the team doesn't turn up. Even if we've lost, the team performs well and it's been a close game. Today was disappointing, and it's really making me question your ability to be the manager at Tottenham Hotspurs. I think a lot of the decisions you're getting wrong. You went into that game saying we're going to park the bus to be arguably the best team in the league at this moment in time. No team has gone to the Emirates and scored more than 1 goal this season. And the only team to score is Manchester City with Haaland. So Richarlison can count himself lucky, I suppose, because he's being levelled with a man like Haaland. I mean, you play 5 at the back because evidently the wing backs you played didn't attack. Like ideally, that would have been a game for Pedro because he's probably the best defender who can play as an attacking defender. Yeah? And you got that wrong. I mean, you've brought in 4 players, Paulinho, Simmons, Kudus, and Kolo. Yeah? And you only played 2 out of the 4. I mean, Kolo Mane pushed himself this week to actually show out for the derby, and you didn't start him. Xabi Simmons, who's had an effect on most of the games he's played this season, you didn't start him. Pape Sarr scored goals, assisted goals, worked hard for the team. You didn't start him. Bergvall missed 3 games because of concussion, and he wasn't concussed. You didn't start him. Bentancur, missing. Supposed to be an experienced player. gets a yellow card, ends up missing throughout the whole game. The only player you could say that done their normal thing today was Paulinho. And it wasn't effective because the result was 4-1. Kudos. We know he's most dangerous out wide on the right-hand side. You play him inside as a 10. Same thing with Wilson. Thomas Frank, you're making these mistakes after mistakes. And for me, they're bad mistakes because you are a Premier League manager, so you know what's expected in the Premier League. You constantly keep making these mistakes. Is this job too big for you? Maybe you have to make the decision if you can handle this type of pressure, because this far from me, personally, you ain't handling it too well. And performances like today against Arsenal, against Chelsea, against Bournemouth, yeah, bad, horrible. You need to fix it up, because no doubt the Lewises will fix you up. But as always, come on you Spurs.